Good morning, everyone. Hi, my gorgeous little babies. Hi, you gorgeous little boy. What little sweethearts. I tell ya, it's a good morning. I'm getting to where I'm ready to move around. I'm a slow mover in the mornings. I tell everybody I wake up early. You have to wake up early when you have a house full like we do. But I don't move very early. My husband, it's been so wonderful having him home now. He's in full retirement, and he has really spoiled me to fixing breakfast for us every morning. You want in there, baby? There, get in there, get that toy. And he's also just left to take my dad to do some shopping that my dad felt like he wanted to get out and do. Oh, Benny Boo Boo, it's in here. If you come right through this side, you can get it. Here, get that. Okay, well, they crack me up. They see something they want in one of the crates, and they're in a different crate trying to get to it. All you have to come do is get them out of there and go in the right one. But anyway, my husband is really spoiling us. He fixes us breakfast every morning. He feeds the dogs every morning, lets them in and out. And our house is getting back to the normal energy. We always have a lot of energy here, but for the past a little over 2 weeks, it's been a higher level of energy because we had Thor, our friend's AKC Blue Fawn stud, and he was visiting for a couple of weeks because all my girls were in heat. And originally, she was just going to come and visit, bring him, and do two AI breedings with 2 girls. And it didn't take long. Then we saw the 3rd girl come in heat, and she was like, well, I think maybe we should just leave him here because it looks like we're fixing to have a chain reaction. And we did. So he stayed, and one by one, as the girls came into heat, we had a stud here in the house to take care of things. We did do the AI. Thor is a great little stud, but he is kind of small compared to my girls. And AI was just more for sure. So we didn't want to take any chances that somebody might miss successful breeding. And we did the AI, and everything was great. I was concerned at the end because Thor was not as energetic when Delilah came into heat as he was when he first got here and the other girls were coming into heat. But I took him home yesterday, and we took Delilah with me, and Thor's mama was able to do a very successful AI breeding. So everybody got bred, and Thor is a rock star stud. He's going to be the dad of 4 litters right here at our house, and we're just excited. We're super excited. And we're also super aware. I don't even know how to say it, y'all. I had 3 litters at one time last year, and I felt like that one really tested my ability, my everything, you know. I was able to do it, and it really went very well. We had some beautiful, beautiful puppies. We had multiple colors, and we successfully placed every single puppy with a new family, and every new family was exceptionally pleased. I still get updates. Every litter was just spectacular. All of the puppies were beautiful, healthy, quality, fat little puppies. You can go through my YouTube videos there, and you'll see videos of every single day of their life and their mamas and the interaction and just the wild and crazy fun that we had. But 4, I don't know. I know we'll do it. I know we can do it now that we did do 3 last year. And I'm grateful that Delilah was spaced out to the very end of the end. She's at the very end of her breeding time. She can probably lose those fancy pants in another day or so. But the time to breed, that's why yesterday was really important to see if we could, by chance, get one more service out of Thor before he was gone, because it was the end of Delilah's breeding time. Yesterday was like her day 14. It's possible she could get pregnant if she was bred today or tomorrow, but it's a little more risky. She missed day 10 and 12, and those are usually my favorite days. I even like day 8. But for Delilah, she is kind of a end of the heat cycle girl, that she gets pregnant towards the end of her cycle. So it all worked out great. Anyway, I was just really pleased. But the energy level has calmed down a lot. Nobody is throwing themselves up against the crate, being a floozy, huh, Candy? Huh, Candy? Oh, you was awful. Oh, you just loved Thor so much. Candy and Chloe were awful. They were just rub up against the crate when Thor was in it, like an old alley cats. But they're doing good. Thor, he was happy to be back home. And he has children in the house where he lives, and I messaged last night and found out that he was just all over those kids. He missed his kids. So, but anyway, while I was gone yesterday, I wanted to tell you about my litter trays, because I ordered more litter trays. This is the new one, and I actually ordered these from James Chopping or mybreedersupply.com, and he's the one that made me. I used to use the litter box with the pine pellets in it, and it was a good way to get the puppies started going to a designated spot. But the litter box and all those pine pellets can be a huge mess, and cleanup is just a whole lot harder. And I was watching one of James Chopping's videos one night, and he was talking about his new invention for the litter tray. And it's a wire rack that sits on top of the plastic tray. You put a disposable pee pad in the bottom there. And his are hinged, you can see, and his racks have a side where they come down over the tray real nice. So, and it's small enough here that the puppies don't really have a problem going on it. And so I got all excited, and I was like, yes, that's an excellent idea. I can see the value in it. And I went to order them. Well, he didn't have any on his website yet. And I was about to have 3 litters of puppies, and I needed some right away. So I improvised. And y'all know I'm a girl that likes a lot of color in everything. So I went to town. I started looking for the bottom tray and a rack that would fit, and I couldn't find anything. I went to all the pet stores and farm supplies, and I couldn't find anything. But Amazon it's a pet crate. The top is open. There is no top like this, but the rest of it looks just like these. And then it had the pink bottom tray and the wire rack. So I bought 2 of those, and I paid right around $60, I think, for each one. And I thought, well, that's okay. And my husband, he drilled little holes in them, and we zip tied it so it would hinge. And these are amazing. I love them. That's the best that there is right there. But James Chopping inspired me to do it. And I went back to order, I need at least 4 more, I thought. If I'm going to have 4 litters, We want one for every playpen, or two maybe. And then we wanted a backup so it's easy to swap them out and then you can clean them. And so anyway, the ones on Amazon have doubled in price. And I just can't afford $100 a piece. That's a lot of money. They're going to last forever probably, but that's still a lot of money. So I went back to James Chopping's website and he had them. He had them up there. Now his is slightly smaller than the one that I got and did myself, but this is his large. And you can see it's not that much smaller. And his were, I believe they were $49. So I went ahead and ordered 4 of them. And now I have a total of 6 litter trays. And we should be easy enough. I'm telling you, these are an easy cleanup. And it's so healthy for your puppies. They can't walk in or play with or chew on the stuff that makes so many problems. And the playpen area stays so much cleaner. We spend a lot of time just wiping anything that doesn't fall through. We would just wipe it, and then we clean the tray, change the paper out probably twice a day. The older they get and the more puppies you have using one tray, the more you might want to have to clean it. But I'm telling you, especially using the Clorox wipes, because that's what I prefer. But my husband just uses toilet paper, cleans up anything that's sitting on the top. But most everything falls down between those cracks, and then you just change out the little disposable pad in the bottom and put a new one down. Really, really super easy. So I wanted to just show those. I also am going to be having to clip all my kids' nails today, and it's time to give them their heartworm medicine, which I wanted to just show what I use again. I've talked about it before, but I use the Advantage Multi, and that's because it is a heartworm treatment once a month. It is topical. It goes on the back of their neck, and it takes care of all parasites, all your worms, all the different types of worms that dogs are susceptible to. That Advantage Multi takes care of it. And the main reason I switched to it is because it's in the ivermectin family, which is supposedly the safer type of medicines for humans and dogs, but also because I can give it to 7-week-old puppies. So I do use parental and safeguard throughout my litters. Every 2 weeks they get wormed, but at 7 weeks they get treated with the Advantage Multi, and I can really feel comfortable that they're not going to have any kind of parasites show up after they leave me, So, of course, we do our vet health checks and fecal exams before they leave us, just to, give them a good bill of health from the vet showing that they don't have any parasites or have any health issues. But it just makes me feel better. And another reason I switched to the Advantage Multi was because, and I don't remember, if you just look it up, you can read about how it does its job, but it attacks any eggs or anything that might be just sitting in there waiting to hatch out and become a problem. It attacks all that first, so there is no chance that they're going to have any kind of parasites. It's going to take care of the parasites they might have, and it's going to take care of the parasites that might be lingering, waiting for the right opportunities to pop up. So it does take a prescription, and it is expensive, but I really believe it's worth it. So for the moment, that's what I'm going to stick with. Now, I do have a friend was telling me about another product where it's a little bit cheaper, but it does the same thing. So I'm going to get with her and get that information, because if I can save money, I have to. People think that if you start breeding dogs, it's all money, but it's not, because I was looking in my, I use a breeder program on my computer that keeps all my records in there. And I was looking, and it shows you the little pie. It shows what your income is, how much you spend on vet bills, which mine is half. Half of what my income is shows up in vet bills. And then a smaller slice of the pie goes for marketing, because I pay for my YouTube. I pay for a designer site where I can make posters and banners and pretty things. And then my website, different things like that. I just pay some monthly subscriptions for that. I pay cheap ones, but I do use a few of them. It just helps to get our puppies out there in more places. Hey, would you stop that? You better quit that chewing right there. Quit. Get out of there. Move it, move it. Go, go, go. There you go. Thank you. Here, chew on a toy. Get that toy. That poor table and our furniture, they have their teeth marks everywhere. But I still don't let them get away with it. Now that's cast iron. He's really teething if you're going to chew on that, Simon. But anyway, they're going to get their nails clipped today. And I don't know about y'all, but that's a big job, especially when you have 7 of them. But I have a video on my YouTube about that too. It does take a lot of time, but all my dogs, this is the first pack I've ever had that let me do their nails so easily. And I set each one of them one at a time in my lap, just lean them back against me, and I'll clip and then I'll file. And they'll sit there. Now, Candy, she kind of gives me a little trouble, but she'll do it. Reba has been the hardest one. Where is Reba? And that's just because she hasn't learned. You're going to do it one way or the other. I do have a setup to put them in a sling if they don't cooperate. But I haven't ever had to use it yet. I got it just because I knew I've had Bostons in the past wouldn't let you touch their nails. I've tried the groomers. I've tried all kinds of little devices that's supposedly made to hold them in place where you can get to their nail and they can't fight you. But right now, I actually have dogs that will let me do it. And they're all, Sheba and Delilah are my oldest ones. Everyone else is younger, and they're going on 3. So it's just I don't know, somehow I've got a routine that they don't fight me so much. Plus, they're real obedient dogs. They do mind. And I've been working with them since day one. And like when I say come here, you better come here. When I say quit, you better quit. Of course, they all push the boundaries, but in the end, they are pretty eager to do what I want. This one will do anything I want. She's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do anything you want, Mom. I love it. But I work with them a lot. And Reba's going to need some work. I'll probably try to do her first just so I can get the hard stuff out of the way. Simon, he's given me a little bit of trouble, but he gives up pretty quick. And when he realizes, no, you're going to do this, he'll kind of relax and let me do it. But the rest of them will sit there and kind of doze off while I'm doing their nails. So probably tomorrow's Friday and Saturday, depends on the weather, but I'm hoping to get everybody a good scrub in the bathtub. We don't give baths too often. Mostly we give them as necessary. If somebody comes in covered in mud, they're going to the bathtub. But the rest of the time, I give them a bath, I don't know, every few months. And I definitely want my mamas to have a bath just before delivery time. And I like for them to have a bath right after nursing is done. But the rest of the time, it's just kind of when they need it. I used to bathe really once a week or every 2 weeks, and I was dealing with a lot of dry skin and talked to my vet about it. It's because I was bathing them too often. You shouldn't bathe your dogs very often. It's just better for their skin and coats if they don't get a bath very often. I do like to give spring baths to get rid of all that loose hair that they put on for the winter coats. And I like to give summer baths just to get rid of a lot of excess shedding hair. But, which I give them baths more than that. I'm not letting you out yet, little lady. You have to wait a minute. You can wait. Oh, she's a demanding thing. Delilah is a demanding little girl. And if she can get all of them to side in with her, she wins. Crazy little girl. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I just kind of wanted to share my litter trays and heartworm medicine and our plans for the rest of this week now that things have calmed down. I can't wait till I get to start seeing babies with the ultrasound. So everybody pray that we have babies and that they're healthy and mamas will have an easy time delivering them in labor and stuff. So, and I'll keep you up posted every day. Every day, you guys know I share everything. Don't I, Sheba? Sheba! Oh, the battle over the toy. Anyway.